Ryan Fitzgerald all set to get this one started. And here we go from New Orleans. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading them began his college career way back in 2018. Now entering the NFL as a second-round pick. It's Tyler Shough.
Kate, it's really obvious. Tyler has nothing to prove about his dedication to the game. And he put his body on the line collegiately. He got that covered across a 7-year career in a couple different stops. Evaluators, they love grit. And Tyler's got a lot of it.
Pistol snap here to Shough. That's into the hands of Moreau. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
This is Devin Neal with it. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means third down coming up.
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
They run with Neal. And oh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a third and short stop.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. Trying for it with Shough. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on fourth, and it's going to go over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Out of the shotgun. We'll give to Hubbard. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap now to Young. He takes it himself. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. Running for it here with Hubbard. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
And the Panthers, first down. First and 10.
Do you want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now. Out of the gun, Young. Oh, the football's loose. And the Saints get to it. Shoots away from one. And they're able to add some extra yards onto the turnover too, Brock, as this defense steals away possession.
And there is nothing like a defense taking the ball away for you. Right? It's all about the ball. It's all about, you hear me preach that all the time. Get the ball back. Well, they get the ball back with a little extra bonus on that return as well.
This New Orleans offense readied up for its second drive of the contest. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now run by Neal. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
First down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10. Here's Shuck. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Trevin Wallace has it. And the Panthers return the interception almost to midfield before the tackle's made. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble. Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Slot man's in motion right. It's Young to throw here on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Young working from the gun. Pass brought in by Taylor McMillan. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
That is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Gun give now to Dowdle. He's got to gain a 6 there. Alontae Taylor making the stop.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, Young. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Well, they connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the pistol, it's Young. He's going to run for it. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. 3rd and long, Young. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect.
Incomplete.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and third downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. That's caught by Chris Olave. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Here's Neal. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. That's good.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Off the play action. Chuck. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down, but not until he gets it down to their 32-yard line. Got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
1st and 10 from the 32. Chuck now from the gun. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
Rough start to this set of downs. Now 14 to go on 2nd. On play action, here's Shuck. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator's going to be one happy camper.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. He's caught. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Breaking the huddle, here's 1st and goal. Now Hill. That's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be second down.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes second and goal. They'll run now with Neal. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Chuck now on third and goal. Brought in. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up fourth down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Smith able to put it through. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. Trevor Etienne to return this. He dodged the tackle. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. So first and 10 now from the 30. Young looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he picks up a good chunk of yards here. Looks to be about 7. He's up to the 37. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Offense is set. This is second and 2. Back to throw. Here's Young. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First down from the 42. Now Young. Couldn't find a completion on first down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Brings up second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. To the air yet again. Young. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Now that is a potential drive killer. Defenders all over that one. It kept him from getting vertical after the catch.
Five men in the secondary for the Saints. Third down. So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. Both teams neck and neck so far. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They're stuck behind the sticks on third and long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
On 4th down, Panthers going to turn to Sam Martin to punt this one away. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Loading up on the left. It's going to be trips to that side. Here's 1st and 10. Shuck working from the gun. Finds his man over the middle. And they take him down at the 24-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. They're going to run it with Neal. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, it plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
You feeling lucky? Well, do you? Well, he should, because the quarterback got away with one right there. That was an easy pick dropped by the defense.
All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on 1st down. On 2nd and 10 now, here's Shuck. Hits him on the out route. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shuck. Caught by his back, Neal. And they'll make a stop up at the 46-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
To throw again here, it's Shuck. Olave with the catch. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Finding Olave, back-to-back plays. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. Gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Pistol snap here to Shuck. Throw left side, finds Johnson. And he's hit and sent out right along that line of scrimmage. So no gain on 1st down.
Defense all over that throw. You could just smell it. They just smelled that football coming their way, and that's as good as an incompletion. And they're going to be in a good spot, 2nd down coming up.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Third down, here's Shuck. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. It's the exact opposite of what this offense needed. They now face fourth down.
It's fourth down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
So fourth down, and here comes Kai Kroger to punt for the Saints. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. The Carolina offense headed out now. And they're playing with a chance to take the lead right here. Get a nice little cushion in what has been an otherwise really close game.
Yeah, and really the mindset, Kate, is this has got to be the drive. When you break the huddle, you look at each other and say, right now, these are the moments that tilt the game in our favor. Because you know if you don't get it done, you've given your opponent that opportunity.
Panthers look just about ready. First and 10. Out of the gun, Young. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Intended for
Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Second and 10 now. Young's going to try again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Tataroa McMillan he was looking for. And that's going to leave him with a tough third and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
On third down, it's Young. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Tataroa McMillan that time. So that brings up fourth and long.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
And he gets it away from his end zone. And he'll haul in this punt. Fair catch made at the 45-yard line. The Saints come marching onto the field. And in a tie game, we've been sensing a breakthrough coming, Brock. Might this be the drive where we finally see one side get the edge over the other?
Well, if it is, Kate, you know and I know it's about play-to-play execution, and more than likely, making sure they can convert in some of those situational downs.
First and 10, Saints find themselves with some good field position starting out. Shuck now from the gun. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on first down. Well, he already has himself one interception in his game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on.
Breaks the tackle. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down is short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Quickly looking left, and it's complete. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, This guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Here's Shuck, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. To throw, Shuck. This finds Moreau. This one nearly moves the chains, but he stopped just shy of that marker. 6-yard pickup brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw. Quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
It's a gain of 2. And the Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
That's one as a running back in this league, you got to convert every time. Teams really don't care. If you're a Hall of Famer or an undrafted rookie, you can't get 1 yard for a first, they're going to start holding auditions for someone who can.
Now running for the first time with Audric Estime. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Shuck looking to pass here. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Throw right side, cut by Olave. And he'll go down here at the 16.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. It's a 33-yard look from the right hash. Smith able to put it through. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. On the return, here's Rico Dowdle. He's got a lane up past the 30. No tackles made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Young working from the gun. That hit affected that throw, and it sails out of bounds, incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. And motion the slot man right. A 2nd down throw for Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
To number 18.
Saints adding an extra DB. This is third down. Shotgun snap now to Young. That's caught for the first. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
For a Panthers first down. First and 10.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Caesars Superdome in just a moment. Young to throw it. Finds him over the middle. Down to the 44-yard line as he nearly picks up the first.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up third and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. Looking to throw on third and 1. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. He'll get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
First down. A gain of 22 yards. First down, Panthers.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Complete to Tremble. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. He picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's Young to throw. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
A gain of 6.
Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First and goal, Carolina.
Four downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Now it's Young. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Again, it's Young. Has it in close.
It was as if the defense knew what play was coming. That was a play they knew they could defend, and boy, did they ever, stopping it right at the line of scrimmage.
You've got 3 tight ends out there now. Here's third and goal. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Wide and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. The Saints calling for a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. On comes Ryan Fitzgerald and the Panthers field goal team here on fourth down. A little more than a chip shot. This is 25 yards. Fitzgerald sends this through, and it'll knock this game up late in the second quarter.
Just a whole different mindset now, Kate, really for both sides. As they go into halftime, more than likely tied, just starting from scratch. Whole new ball game.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. We'll see how they choose to use these final 22 seconds, Brock, of our first half. First and 10. Here's Shuck. A throw left side finds Johnson. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. We have a timeout here. Second one taken by New Orleans. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Shotgun snap to Shuck. That's caught left side by Bailey. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. The Saints call their third and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Shuck working from the gun. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To throw again here, it's Shuck. And this makes it to around the 43-yard line. DJ Wanham gets there to haul him down. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen here with an abridged version of the halftime report. Both offenses still trying to find their way. Tight competitive game, though, as we are tied at the half. To find out who will come out on top, let's rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, thanks for that hard work, Scott. These two teams ready to break this tie as we welcome you back for the third quarter. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. Dowdle now to return it. He stopped on the run back of the 27. Out come the Panthers. Their offense has it first here to start quarter number 3. And they could take control of the second half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Now Young. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know coordinator quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Out of the gun, Young. Dumps it underneath, Hubbard. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Motion the tight end over. On 3rd down, it's Young. That one's complete, right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Play action now, Young. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. He was looking Xavier Legat's way there. And now they face 2nd down.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. Thinking interception to be had, and incompletion still pretty good for the defense.
Here's Young again. Completed over the middle. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Five men in the secondary for the Saints. 3rd down. To the air, yet again. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
This is one of those cases, Kate, where basketball and football blend together. You know, great zone defenses in basketball. You think about them through the years. They trust one another. They know where they are as defenders on that court. Same thing in coverage. When you trust one another, when you communicate, good things happen. Just like that, you suffocate a pocket because there's nowhere for the quarterback to go.
Carolina in pump formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line.
The Saints take over.
The Saints and Devin Neal back out on offense.
Their own 11-yard line.
New Orleans has the offense set. All right, Brock, here's 1st and 10. Chuck now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll get this up to the 18-yard line.
To Mason Tipton. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. The gun. They'll give it to him inside. And this winds up being an excellent play for him from deep in their own territory, up approaching that 30-yard line. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Saints 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
It really is pretty simple. If you want to run against a 3-4 group right up the gut, number 1, got to control that nose tackle. Number 2, you got to get people to the 2nd level. That was teaching tape.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. Chuck's going to throw here. Finds his man over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Chuck to throw. tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
That's good for a Saints first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Chuck now on first down. This one falls incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play action, Chuck. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Pistol snap here to Chuck. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And they'll have to go just about every bit of 100 yards to reach the end zone. That punt sets them up at their own 2. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Gallup escapes the defender. And he will have this to up around about the 15-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first.
First down. A gain of 12.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to escape the goal line, but for an even bigger chunky yardage.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. McMillan on the slant. And they're not going to bring him down until he reaches, looks like the 28.
It's a gain of 14
Pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to bring up a Carolina first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Motion man sent left. First down, Young. Complete to Tremble. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut in football. And once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. And send him over right. Young working from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Had that one, but just couldn't see it through. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Another Panthers first down. First
No
and 10
frills,
at the
nothing fancy.
39-yard line.
That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. First down, and they go right back to it. Spin move. Uh-oh, ball's out. But I believe someone on the Panthers made it to the loose football first. They're hanging on to it. Almost the impact play this defense was searching for, but they could only get half the job done, partner. Fumble forced, but they couldn't recover.
I'll tell you what else it forces, though. That coordinator, that play caller on the other side, now got a little bit of doubt about his ball handlers. Got to have better ball security than that.
Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
A lot of work to do as that sack makes this a tough 2nd and 17. Shotgun snap now to Young. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Number 18. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. And he has the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a 3rd quarter lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
This is Ryan Fitzgerald on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Saints 6.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff.
For Carolina.
Returning it from the 4. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Saints ready to return their offense to the field. They're facing a 13-6 deficit as they take over. Saints to the line now. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Shuck. Finds him over the middle. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
To number 12, Chris Olave. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. On play action, here's Shuck. Connects on the crosser. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
18. That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
They'll run here on 1st down. By a man, he's in the clear. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Throwing, Chuck. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. First and 10 from the 32. They run with Neal. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
At the Panthers' 25-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Shuck working from the gun. That finds Vele, complete. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
That's good for a Saints 1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Move the chains! Got to move them chains, build momentum, and keep that defense on its heels.
They can decide to play for the tie or win later. First, they've got to reach that end zone. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Dump off caught by his back. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
They'll try and punch it in. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Now Shuck to throw. Has it in close. It's a New Orleans touchdown. The Saints now trail by just a point in the 4th. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth.
The game, 13-all.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Dowdle now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. They're headed out there after just watching their lead disappear, but going off of that, an opportunity does exist now for an immediate answer.
And I'm going to say the quiet thing out loud here, Kate. There is a part of this offensive group that just loves this opportunity. They get the chance right now to answer, and not just that, but possibly come up with a game-winning drive.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Young. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Young to throw. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
To the air on 1st down, Young. That's him on the quick hitter. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Now it's Young. Looking over the middle, and it finds Leggett. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
Here's Young again. That one's complete over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down from the 42. Backfield is empty as they motion him out right. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack. Now Young. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of the yards as they had to scramble to even get that football back. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
They dodged the turnover, but still third and pretty long. They've got to figure out. Here he goes, third and long. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And that punt hits and kicks out of bounds beyond the opposing 35. The Saints and Tyler Shuck just about ready for their next drive. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. First and 10 from the 32. Pistol snap here to Shuck. It's Olave with another catch. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes just like that.
Off the play action, Chuck. He throws a bullet to the center of the field.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. We'll go with a design keeper. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Saints.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Chuck now from the gun. That's dumped off. It's Neal. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Chuck. Short pass brought in. And they make this stop. We're going to say it about the 37-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. The give now out of the shotgun. Call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. Got a man. Bailey has it. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
On play action, here's Shuck. Escapes the pocket. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Just a yard left to go on second down. Here's the one back on the handoff. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
5-yard gain.
Looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later, for that next third down coming.
Could take the lead with a field goal, Brock, but thinking touchdown here as they get set up first and goal. Off the play fake, he'll throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's second and goal from the 6. Setting him up the middle. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal. They only managed one on that carry. Now they're going to have third goal from the 5. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in New Orleans. Saints going for the win here. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for third and goal. Neal again. Jukes away from one. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Saints have taken the lead late. So how about the determination there? This game has been as hard fought as you will see. But they grab hold of the lead here with a late touchdown that may just win them the ball game.
You could almost feel them saying, Kate, we don't want overtime. Let's go out and get it done now. They accomplished their goal. But you do have to ask the question, do they leave too much time on the clock? Stay tuned.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Dowdle now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they're taking the field knowing that they need a touchdown here, Brock. More pressure on them now than they've had any drive so far this game.
Well, our colleague, Charles Davis, has a line for a spot just like this. Pressure, it can burst pipes, but can also create diamonds. Let's see what the outcome of this pressure is going to be.
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10. He'll look to throw it. Complete out to the right side. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Here he is to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now we get a timeout by the Panthers. It's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Back to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Setting up to pass. Hits his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and just 2 to go. Here he is to throw. Into the hands of Leggett. And he's going to be drugged down. Looks like at that 37-yard line. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Panthers.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Again, it's Young. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Now the Panthers decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Sticking to the air, it's Young. And he's stopped just shy of that 1st down at the 28. 3rd down upcoming.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
So it's a win for the Saints. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Saints as we say so long from New Orleans.